So, hello all and welcome to the class once again. So, we are going to start with a new part from our chemistry. That is, we are going to discuss this matter around us pure. Yeah, in this chapter or in this series of lectures, we are going to discuss what are elements, what are compounds, then what are mixtures. Yes, in mixtures, we will also discuss the solutions, the colloids, suspension, and a lot of things. Got it? With that, we are also going to see what are the physical as well as chemical changes. ये सारी चीजें हम cover करने वाले हैं. Yes, not in the single class, but yes, there will be series of classes जिसमें हम ये सारी चीजें पढ़ने वाले हैं. ठीक है? So आज हम शुरू करते हैं जो basic है elements और compounds के बारे में in this class. So let us start, students. In the previous sessions, जब when we had discussed about the matter, हमने matter के बारे में पढ़ा था. हमने what we have seen there, we have seen what is matter. Yes, we have discussed about the matter. We have seen the characteristics of the matter. Then we have seen the change in a state of matter, or what are the different state of matter, then how the change in the state of matter takes place, isn't it? We have discussed about evaporation, latent heat, and all these things, important points we have discussed, है ना. ये सारी चीजें हमने पहले चैप्टर में कवर किया था. अब we know now that what is matter, है ना. हमको matter के बारे में अभी पता है, we everyone knows about this. So now there is a question which is given here also, that is matter around us pure. जो हमारे आसपास matter है या जो भी matter है, is that all pure matter? Yeah, what can you say that? Can we say that all the matter is pure? Now what do you mean by pure? Pure का मतलब क्या होता है? So the pure means, I can say, with single type of particles. What do you mean by pure? That means matter with single type of particles. So आई एम नॉट गिविंग यू द आंसर देयर, है ना. मैं आंसर नहीं बता रही हूँ, हम जस्ट डिस्कस कर रहे हैं, फिर आप ही मुझे आंसर बताओगे कि इज मैटर अराउंड अस प्योर, है ना. अब मैंने आपको बता दिया व्हाट इज द डेफिनेशन और व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय प्योर. प्योर मीन्स विद सिंगल टाइप ऑफ पार्टिकल्स इन दिस केस. सो एनी मैटर अराउंड अस, यस, इफ कैन वी से दैट ऑल द मैटर्स, it is with a single type of particles only. Yeah, again with a single type of particles in it, I can say that all the constituents of the particle or all the constituent particles which are present in a substance, they are same in their chemical nature. Single type of particle बोल दिया, that means जो matter में, जो substance में जितने भी particles है, constituents of particles है, वो सारे क्या है, chemical nature में सारे same रहेंगे. क्या ये हर सब्सटेंस में होता है? इज इट पॉसिबल इन ऑल द मैटर्स? लाइक इफ आई टॉक अबाउट फॉर एग्जांपल शुगर, है ना. शुगर पार्टिकल्स वी नो. कैन वी से दैट शुगर इज मेड अप ऑफ ओनली सिंगल टाइप ऑफ पार्टिकल्स? yes, actually, yes, sugar is having the particles of only one kind. So I can say that yes, sugar is a pure. Yes, it is pure or pure substance. Got it, students? If I talk about, for example, you take it as a milk. यदि हम milk की बात करें, it is a very common example. Can we say that milk is also pure? We can say that the milk contains only milk. Is it like that? हम बोल सकते हैं. Actually, no, milk is not a pure substance. Why? क्योंकि पानी, दूध में पानी मिलाया जाता है, ऐसा है, that's why. Yes, because water is added in the milk, so we can say that milk is not pure. Is it like that? No, that is another thing. Definitely the water can be there in the milk, है ना, पानी मिलाते भी हैं लोग. But actually, if you will see how the milk is prepared or what is there in a milk, it is a mixture of water, fat, We know that the proteins are also there, so we can say milk is a mixture of what? Water, fat, protein, and etc. Isn't it? So milk is not pure. If I talk about soil, again a very simple example, soil की बात करें तो soil तो we know that it is a mixture of different particles. है ना, सॉइल में तो बहुत सारे अलग अलग पार्टिकल्स रहेंगे, सो इट इज अ मिक्सचर ऑफ डिफरेंट पार्टिकल्स. Similarly, what we eat is a bread. That is again a very common one. If I talk about bread, bread is again a mixture. Yeah, bread is a mixture of flour. Isn't it? It could be the maida flour, it could be the wheat flour. Any the flour is there, then sugar will be there. Yeast is also added. The gas, the chemicals, air, isn't it? All this will be there as a mixture. So it is also a mixture. So all these things I can say it is a mixture. But yes, I can say that sugar is a pure. So can we say now, ये इतना discuss करने के बाद में, can we say that the matter around us or all matter around us are pure? Yes, no. Yes, we can say definitely that all matter around us is not pure. सारे pure नहीं है. Yes, definitely some are pure but not all. Yes, the matter is of two types. कौन से two types है? You can say that we can see the matter as we have seen here. One will be the pure and another is what? It is mixture. That is impure substance. Two types, that is pure substance and impure substance. And what is this impure substance called? It is mixture. Got it, students? So definitely, if someone is asking you that is all matter around us pure, no, all matter you cannot say that it is pure, because most of the matter we see that it is made up of, or it is some form of a mixture only. Yeah, so accordingly we can say that matter is of two types. Matter is of two types. One as a pure substance and another as a mixture. Isn't it? Now, pure substance किसको बोलेंगे? Already I told you, where the particles in a substance, if the particles of only one kind are there with a definite set of properties. That is also important. So, particles of only one kind, एक ही तरह के particles रहेंगे, but which is having a definite set of property. Got it? If I talk about mixture, यदि मैं mixture की बात कर रही तो mixture को definitely there is not only one kind of particles, but yes, we can say in the mixture there are more than one kind of particle. है ना? Kind of particles. So this is a very basic difference about the pure substance and a mixture. ठीक है, अब ये pure substance, आज की क्लास में, in today's class we are going to discuss about the pure substance. Yes, so the pure substance, it will be again divided into two types. Pure substance, it can be elements, yes, or it can be compounds. है ना? Compounds or elements क्या है? They are pure substances. That means they are having the particle of only one kind with a definite set of properties. Very sorry. So now what is the difference between elements or compounds? दोनों में क्या फर्क है? What is the difference there? Can I say any difference? Can you say there? If I talk about elements, यदि मैं element की बात करूँ, so what is the element? Elements cannot be broken into simpler substance by physical or chemical means. Yes, हम लिख सकते हैं it cannot be broken into simpler substance. इसको और छोटा या और सिंपल सब्सटेंस में आप ब्रेक नहीं कर पाओगे इवन बाय एनी फिजिकल और केमिकल मीन्स. यस, अ वेरी गुड एग्जाम्पल आप देख सकते हो, लाइक कॉपर. यदि मैं बात करूं कॉपर की, सो कॉपर इज एन एलिमेंट. Iron is an element. Can I say oxygen also? Isn't it O2? Yeah. So these are the elements. यानी ये एक ही प्रकार के एटम से बने हुए रहेंगे, ये भी हम बोल सकते हैं. ये they cannot be broken into simpler substance. Why they cannot be broken into simpler substance? Because generally the elements are made from a single or one kind of atom. तो जब एक ही काइंड ऑफ एटम से बना रहेगा, सो डेफिनेटली हम बोलेंगे कि वो ब्रेक नहीं होगा. ऑक्सीजन, इफ आई टॉक अबाउट ऑक्सीजन, इफ आई टॉक अबाउट हाइड्रोजन, ये क्या है? दीज आर एलिमेंट्स बिकॉज दे आर मेड अप ऑफ ओनली ऑक्सीजन एटम. हाइड्रोजन इज मेड अप ऑफ ओनली हाइड्रोजन एटम. यस, वन काइंड ऑफ एटम. सो दे कैन नॉट बी ब्रोकन into the simpler, more simpler substance. उससे क्या सिंपल बनाओगे? Got it? So these are the elements. And if I talk about the compounds, yeah, so the compounds definitely they are made from, I can say they are made from elements. Yes, so compounds are made from elements chemically. है ना, एलिमेंट से बनते हैं. तो जब यानी दैट मीन्स यू कैन से दैट ओनली वन काइंड ऑफ एटम नहीं रहेगा, बिकॉज इट इज फॉर्मिंग फ्रॉम द एलिमेंट्स. या सो दे आर मेड फ्रॉम एलिमेंट्स केमिकली. सो आई कैन से द कंपाउंड्स कैन बी ब्रोकन डाउन, यस, इनटू एलिमेंट्स. उसको हम फिर से एलिमेंट्स में ब्रेक कर सकते हैं, isn't it? बाय केमिकल or sometimes by electrochemical reaction. ठीक है, केमिकल या फिर इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल रिएक्शन के थ्रू हम कंपाउंड्स को ब्रेक कर सकते हैं इनटू एलिमेंट्स, बिकॉज दे आर फॉर्म और दे आर मेड फ्रॉम एलिमेंट्स, डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ एलिमेंट्स. यस, द एलिमेंट्स, सॉरी, द कंपाउंड्स दे हैव अ फिक्स्ड कंपोजिशन. Yes, so they are made from elements. I hope this is clear. Example, can you tell me anything? Water. Water एक बहुत ही common example है. Then sugar, it is a compound. Salt, again compound. दो element हो गए. Yes, sugar, it is again an element, isn't it? Then methane, it is also an element. Sorry, very sorry. I am talking about the compound, not element. Yes, so methane is a compound, sugar is a compound, salt is a compound. Look, this is a what we have say that yes, the element नहीं है, ये सारे compounds है क्योंकि ये elements से बने हैं. From the elements they are formed. H2O. One element is hydrogen, another is oxygen. दो एलिमेंट बना के, तो जब इसको ब्रेक करेंगे तो फिर दो एलिमेंट में वो सेपरेट हो सकता है, हाइड्रोजन एंड ऑक्सीजन. Am I right? Similarly, sugar is also a compound, salt is also, and methane is also. There are so many others also. Okay, so I hope this is very much clear. Now, if I talk about the mixture भी दो टाइप में आप ले सकते हो. You can say that the mixtures are also, they can be homogeneous mixture. This part about the mixture हम लोग अगली क्लास में करेंगे. Yes, और it could, they can be heterogeneous. वो homogeneous हो सकते हैं या फिर heterogeneous हो सकते हैं. Homogeneous mixtures generally they are the solutions, है ना, जिसको हम solutions बोलते हैं ना. Solutions are homogeneous mixture. अब मिक्सचर बोल दिया, so we know that they are formed or they are having more than one kind of particles, है ना. What do you mean by homogeneous? Homo means same, isn't it? So homogeneous mixtures or the solutions, they have what? They have uniform composition. यस, उनका कंपोजिशन कैसा रहेगा? यूनिफॉर्म रहेगा. वो मिक्सचर है तो उसमें एक से ज्यादा एटम रहेंगे, एक से ज्यादा एलिमेंट रहेंगे, बट कंपोजिशन इट विल बी यूनिफॉर्म. they exist in one state or phase. Yes, you can write they exist in one phase or state. Got it? जो भी substance रहेंगे they are completely mixed with each other. Yes, completely mixed. इसीलिए हम उसको homogeneous बोलेंगे. A very good example you can take it as sugar in water, है ना? Or salt in water, or water in alcohol. ये सारे क्या है? These all are an example of homogeneous mixture, or I can also say these are also called as solution. इसको हम solution भी बोलेंगे ना. What are solutions? Definitely we are going to discuss in detail, है ना? Solvent, solute, then what do you mean by saturated solution? What is unsaturated solution? All this we will discuss in the next class in detail. Now, if I talk about heterogeneous mixtures, so heterogeneous mixtures are generally suspensions, या फिर दूसरा आप बोल सकते हैं colloids. They are heterogeneous. Hetero, that means they are not uniform. So they will be non-uniform. Yes, with a non-uniform composition. Yes, जैसे यहाँ पे the substances are completely mixed. But here in this case I can say the substances are what? They are separated. है ना? Separated. Like जैसे यदि मैं आप sand और salt को mix कर दूँ, so can we say that the sand and the salt it will be completely mixed there? No, they will not completely mixed. Sugar and salt यदि कर दे, sugar और नमक को दोनों को साथ में ले लेंगे, so it will be a mixture. How which type of mixture it will be? It will be a heterogeneous, क्योंकि जो composition है उसका non-uniform है. Water in oil if I am taking, you can see they are separate. आपको ऑयल अलग से दिखेगा, वाटर अलग से दिखेगा. Isn't it? They are not uniform, they are not mixed. Got it? If I talk about the phase, definitely one state is spread throughout the other. Here I can say, है ना? If I am talking about the state, here one state spread above, or one state is spread throughout the other. Yeah. Example, as I told you, आप लिख सकते हो water in oil. You can take a mixture of sand and salt, or sugar and salt, anything. There are so many different. Got it? So this is about the mixture. Now coming to again our topic, that is pure substance, that we are going to discuss. In this we will discuss about the एलिमेंट्स एंड कंपाउंड्स इन टुडेज क्लास. अब एलिमेंट्स में आप और इसको तीन प्रकार से डिवाइड कर सकते हो कि एलिमेंट्स कौन कौन से हो सकते हैं. सो दे कैन बी मेटल्स. यस, all the metals can be elements. Non-metals can also be. Then metalloids, as well as you can also write, students, noble gases. Yes, you can also write this. So these all are the elements. I hope this flow chart it will be understood to you now. ये इस तरह से आप flow chart बनाओगे. मैंने तो single color use किया. यदि आप उसको different color से highlight करोगे, so this will give you everything from the chapter. है ना? You can increase something more also. आप इसमें और detail में कुछ लिख सकते हो if you want. In that way, try to make such flow chart so that it helps you. Okay. So we can say that in this way that all the matters can be divided into three general classes. Which are the three general classes? One is your element. Am I right? One is your element. The another is the compound. And the third one is a mixture. Yes. So all the matters can be divided into three general classes as elements, compounds and mixture. Now the next we are going to discuss about the pure substances. Yes, we will start with that. We have already discussed, हमने पढ़ लिया है कि pure substance किसको बोलेंगे? The substance which is made up of only one kind of particles. वो एटम हो सकता है वन काइंड ऑफ, मॉलिक्यूल हो सकता है वन काइंड ऑफ, है ना. So all the elements and the compounds, they are pure substances. Elements और compounds दोनों क्या है? They are pure substances. So first we will discuss about the elements, students. Before moving for the elements, come on, if I want to make more, इसमें little, if something extra, if I want to tell you, there could be a question here that why I have written here atoms or molecules. Am I right? Like as I told you, oxygen is an element, है ना. हमने अभी डिस्कस किया ऑक्सीजन एक एलिमेंट है. ऑक्सीजन किससे बना है? O2. That means one kind of particle or one kind of atom it is made from. Yes, if I talk about water, what is water? Water is a compound, but it is again a pure substance, or not? Because water is made up of one type of particle, that is water molecule. It is having more than one element. Element क्योंकि compound है तो compound तो वैसे भी more than one element से बन रहा है ना. But it is made up of one type of particle, and that is the water molecule. That's why as a water which is a compound, yeah, जो molecule से बना है water molecule, as well as oxygen which is an element which is formed from an atom. That's why I have written that the pure substances are made up of only one kind of particles. It could be atoms or molecules. Yes, यदि ये doubt आता है यहाँ पे तो that's why I have made you the explanation there. Okay. Now coming to the point for the elements. Now this term element, students, it was used by scientist Robert Boyle in 1661. पहली बार उन्होंने ये वाला टर्म यूज किया था. किसने? रॉबर्ट बॉयल ने. कब? 1661 में. और एलिमेंट क्या है उसकी डेफिनेशन किसने दी थी? द डेफिनेशन ऑफ एलिमेंट वाज गिवन बाय अ फ्रेंच केमिस्ट एंटोइन लॉरेंट लेवोइजियर. Got it? He had given the definition of the element. What was the definition? According to the Lavoisier, students, element is a basic form of matter that cannot be broken down into simpler substance by a chemical reaction. ये डेफिनेशन किसने दी थी? लेवोइजियर ने दी थी कि एलिमेंट एक बेसिक फॉर्म है मैटर का जिसको हम ब्रेक नहीं कर सकते सिंपलर सब्सटेंस में किसी भी केमिकल रिएक्शन के थ्रू. गॉट इट? सो वी कैन ऑल्सो से दैट, हम ये भी बोल सकते हैं कि एलिमेंट इज व्हाट? एलिमेंट इज मेड अप ऑफ ओनली वन काइंड ऑफ एटम. कैन वी से दैट? यस, इन other sense can I say that it is made up of only one kind of atom. Yes, hence cannot be broken down, and isolate it cannot be. That gave me a question na, कि why it cannot be broken down. How you are saying that it cannot be broken down? Because it is made up of only one kind of atom. Yeah, like as I told you, hydrogen, oxygen ये elements है. हाइड्रोजन आप ले लोगे तो वो सिंपलर सब्सटेंस में ब्रेक नहीं हो सकता है बाय द यूजुअल मेथड ऑफ कैरिंग आउट केमिकल रिएक्शंस, है ना. लाइक इफ वी आर गोइंग टू अप्लाई सम हीट, लाइट या इलेक्ट्रिक एनर्जी, कुछ भी अप्लाई करेंगे यदि, तो वी कैन नॉट से दैट वी कैन ब्रेक द हाइड्रोजन इनटू द सिंपलर सब्सटेंस. इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल. Got it? Because it is again as an element. But if I talk about a compound, यदि मैं किसी compound की बात करती हूँ, जैसे for example if I talk about a water molecule. Water molecule, it is a compound, it is a pure substance, but water is not an element. Because water can be broken down, it can be split into hydrogen as well as oxygen by electric current or electricity. Am I right? उससे आप वाटर मॉलिक्यूल्स को ब्रेक करके हाइड्रोजन और ऑक्सीजन में स्प्लिट कर सकते हो. गॉट इट? So this you should remember why we are writing that it cannot be broken down into simpler substances by the chemical reaction. I hope now this is very much clear to all of you students. Okay. Now if I talk about the elements, elements are placed. यदि हम periodic table देखें, modern periodic table, the elements are placed in increasing order of their atomic number in the periodic table. Got it? This elements now, if I talk generally, there are how many? 118 elements we can say, na? 118 elements are known at present. अभी तक हम ये they can increase also. Okay, if some new element is discovered, you can add more also. But till now we can say 118 elements are known. Out of this 118, 92 are just a minute. 92 are naturally occurring elements. Yes, naturally occurring elements. Out of this I will write, isn't it? Yeah. तो 118 में से आप 92 naturally occurring बोल दो, so remaining they are all man-made. Got it, students? Now, elements can be solid, it can be liquid, or it can be gases at a room temperature. जैसे if I talk about hydrogen or oxygen, am I right? These are what? Elements, but they are in a form of gas. यदि मैं बात करूँ सोडियम की, yes, if I talk about sodium, sodium is also an element, but it is what? Solid at room temperature. If I talk about bromine or mercury also you can take. Yes, they are, it is liquid there. Mercury is liquid at room temperature, we know that. Yeah, but these are the elements. So elements can be solid, वो solid form में हो सकते हैं, वो liquid में हो सकते हैं, या फिर वो gaseous form में हो सकते हैं at a room temperature. Also the elements can be classified as metals, non-metals and metalloids. With that I can also add here, इसके साथ मैं add करूँगी, after metalloids you can also add as a inert gas or noble gas. Got it, students? So they can be classified like this also. I hope this is clear. यहाँ तक समझ में आया सभी को? If I am talking about the elements, yeah. Now we will just move. I am not going to discuss this metals, non-metals, metalloids. ये सारा हम डिटेल में नहीं करेंगे because all these things you know what are metals, what are non-metals. I have just made a chart there. You can go with that comparative. या फिर differentiate दिया है, so you can go with this and you can note it down in your copy also. If I talk about metals and non-metals, क्या दिया है? Metals are generally solid, yeah, except except mercury. मर्क्यूरी हमेशा लिक्विड स्टेट में रहेगा रूम टेम्परेचर पे. इसके साथ साथ और दो मेटल है जिसको हम बोलते हैं गैलियम और सीजियम. दिस गैलियम एंड सीजियम स्टूडेंट्स, दे एग्जिस्ट इन लिक्विड स्टेट एट 30 डिग्री. यस, 30 डिग्री सेल्सियस पे दे एग्जिस्ट एट इन अ लिक्विड स्टेट. ठीक है. सो मर्क्यूरी इट इज अ metal but it is not solid. Gallium and cesium, they are also not solid but they are metals only. But similarly the metals are malleable. ठीक है. metals कैसे है? metals malleable है. malleable, you know what do you mean by malleable? क्या होता है malleable यानी? I hope everyone knows this, that the metals can be beaten into thin sheets. जब उसको हम beat करेंगे तो उससे हम thin sheets बना सकते हैं. जैसे we know aluminium foil we can make. Silver sheet also we can make, isn't it? So metals are malleable. Similarly, metals are ductile. That means we can, the metals can be drawn into wires. उसको duct के form में, wire के form में आप उसको bend कर सकते हो. Yeah, that's why, and because of this property only we can make ornaments from the gold, silver, है ना? Gold के जो ornaments रहते हैं, how the fine art is done there, isn't it? So this is because of the property of malleability as well as ductility of the metals. Similarly, the metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. They are lustrous, that means shine. है ना? Metals generally shine and therefore they can be polished. Then metals are strong with high tensile strength. Tensile strength, that means it is having a resistance to break under tension, but it is having a high tensile strength. That means its resistance is more, so it will be not broken down very easily. But there is again an exception of this tensile strength for the sodium and potassium. These two are the metals which is having a low tensile strength. I hope this is clear. Generally सारे metals की tensile strength high रहेगी. That means it is having a more resistance. But sodium and potassium, it is having a low tensile strength. Yes. Now if I go for a non-metals are usually gases. But carbon, sulfur, phosphorus, they are solids, and the bromine, it is liquid in state, and these are the non-metals only. Got it? Now they are non-malleable also. Non-metals are non-malleable. Because why we are saying they are non-malleable? Because it is having a very important characteristic property, that is brittleness. Brittleness एक बहुत ही बढ़िया और important characteristic property है non-metal की. वो brittle है, so वो बहुत जल्दी टूट जाएगा. So definitely it is not malleable as well as it is non-ductile because of this property of brittleness only. Yes. Similarly, the non-metals are a bad conductor of heat and electricity. But again, there is an exception, that diamond, it is a non-metal, but it is a good conductor of heat, as well as graphite, which is a non-metal, but it is a good conductor of electricity. Again, I am saying, मैं जो exceptions की बात कर रही हूँ वो आपको अच्छे से पढ़ना है, because all these exceptions are very important. They can be asked in the exams. Yes, and you should know at least, not as an examination point of view. Exam में पूछ रहे इसीलिए पढ़ रहे हैं. No, it is not like that. But आपको याद रहना चाहिए for your higher classes and for your knowledge only, I can say, isn't it? Now the non-metals, they are not lustrous. कभी चमकते नहीं हैं. But again, iodine, it is a non-metal which is lustrous. Now non-metals, they have low tensile strength. Tensile strength तो उनकी low रहेगी. कुछ और differences हम देख सकते हैं metals और non-metals में. Like metals, it is having a high melting and boiling point. They have high density, except sodium and potassium again. Metals are generally monoatomic. Single atom से बने रहेंगे, monoatom रहेगा ये. Yes. Then metals form the basic oxides. And few of them they can also cause or form amphoteric oxide. Metals are sonorous. Sonorous यानी जो ringing sound करता है ना, यदि हम किसी भी metal को मारे किसी से beat करे, so we get a sound like bell or like that, or something sound we can get, isn't it? So it is a sonorous. Generally students, metal are silvery gray in color or golden yellow in color. Okay. They are generally hard, except again sodium and potassium, that they are very soft. They are such so soft that sodium potassium can be cut with a knife also. Yeah. So these are some exceptions again. If I talk about non-metals, they have low melting point and low boiling point again, except graphite. Graphite जो कि non-metal है, which is having what? High melting point. Now, non-metals, they have low density except iodine. Iodine is having a high density. Non-metals are generally diatomic and polyatomic. They will form acidic oxides and few can also form neutral oxides. They are not sonorous. Okay. Non-metals will not give you some specific color. जैसे yellowish orange या फिर golden color or silver grey. It is not like that. Non-metals they display varieties of colors. आप अलग अलग color देख सकते हो. Blue, green, yeah, black. You can see varieties of colors there. Non-metals are usually soft, except which is the hardest non-metal. Yes, it is a diamond. Except the diamond, which is hardest naturally non-metal or hardest natural substance there. One more point I can add you as we can see if we go for a chemical property, simple reaction देख सकते हो कि metals generally donate or they lose the electrons in a chemical reaction. Whereas non-metals, they are going to accept or gain the electrons in a chemical reaction. This is also a very important definition by which you can know what is metal and non-metal. I hope this is clear. यहाँ तक सबको समझ में आया? How we can say what is metal and what is non-metal? Yeah. After that, if I move students, I can say the third type of element, it is metalloid. Now what is metalloid? Metalloid किसको बोलेंगे? Metalloids are nothing but they are having, or these are the elements having some properties of metals and non-metals both. Yes, elements with or elements having some properties of metals and non-metals. Yes, they are called as metalloids. Very good examples. Metalloids के कौन कौन से? जैसे arsenic है. Arsenic is one metalloid. Then antimony. Then germanium, bismuth. Then silicon, boron. All these are what? All these are metalloids. ये metalloids भी elements में आते हैं. Yes, these all are the elements because we are talking about the elements. हम elements की बात कर रहे हैं. उसके बाद यदि मैं बात करूँ inert gases की. If I talk about this inert gases, what can you say about the inert gases, students? What are inert gases? You all know. Noble gas किसको बोलेंगे? जब भी किसी भी एलिमेंट के आउटर मोस्ट शेल में it is having 8 electrons, isn't it? तो वो क्या बन जाएगा? Its octet is complete, है ना? So it wants 8 electrons and it is there. So definitely it has attained its inertness or nobility, so it becomes a noble gas. So I can write here that the elements having 8 electrons, yes, having 8 electrons, where in their outermost shell, जिसको हम वैलेंस शेल भी बोलते हैं, yes, or you can also write valence shell, is what? These are the inert gases. Now what are the examples of inert gases? हम बोल सकते हैं helium is there, then neon is there, argon is there, any other? Radon, krypton, xenon, all these are the inert gases. Now here except helium, students, all inert gases have 8 electrons in the valence shell. इन सबके valence shell में कितने electrons रहेंगे? 8 electrons. Except helium, because helium के पास 2 रहेंगे. One shell only. If it is one shell, 2 is the stability. Becomes if 2 electron is there, it is the complete shell, isn't it? So in that way, except helium, all the other inert gases, they have 8 electrons in their valence shell. I hope this is also very much clear. So we have discussed, हमने अभी तक elements के बारे में पढ़ा. What are elements? We have discussed the different types of elements. में आप metals are elements, non-metals are elements, metalloids are elements, noble gases are elements, and we have discussed about them also in I can say simple way, isn't it? Now if I talk about this elements only, students, so what can I say a little bit more? As I told you already that there are nearly 118 elements which have been known at present or till now. But and also I have given you some exceptions in the differentiate table only. Yeah. Remember students, just to note this thing, that you should remember the exceptions. आपको exceptions बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ना है. इसी के साथ साथ आपको ये रखना है, याद में रखना है कि majority of elements are solids. Yes, definitely elements हमको solid, liquid और gaseous तीनों state में मिलते, but majority of them they are in solid states. Okay, nearly 11 elements. 11 elements are in gaseous state. At room temperature. कौन से 11? You can find this thing. है ना? Out of them again 2 elements, 2 element ऐसे हैं, ये मैं आपको बता दूंगी नाम क्योंकि 2 ही है, like mercury and bromine. ये क्या कौन से स्टेट में मिलते हैं? जस्ट नाउ वी हैव डिस्कस्ड. यस, आर लिक्विड स्टूडेंट्स एट रूम टेम्परेचर. आप बोलोगे मैम गैलियम एंड सीजियम दे आर ऑल्सो, बट आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट इफ रूम टेम्परेचर, वो आई हैव गिवन यू एट 30 डिग्री. गॉट इट? सो इट वाज नॉट रूम टेम्परेचर, दैट्स व्हाई उसको अलग से लिखना पड़ेगा, लाइक गैलियम एंड सीजियम. They are also liquid or they become liquid. I can say not they are not liquid, but yes they becomes liquid. वो liquid बन जाता है कब? At 30 degree Celsius, that means above room temperature. इसी तरह से आप और पॉइंट्स लिख सकते हो कि कौन से मेटल सॉफ्ट है, कौन से नॉन मेटल हार्ड है, isn't it? Which is accordingly you can take a lot of exceptions and you can make the points there. I hope this is clear. So now after the elements we will move for the next pure substance, that is the compounds. What are compounds? Compounds एक तरह के pure substance है जो 2 से ज़्यादा एलिमेंट से बने हुए हैं. 2 से ज़्यादा एलिमेंट जब केमिकली कंबाइंड होते हैं किसी फिक्स प्रोपोर्शन में, सो उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? वो सब्सटेंस को हम बोलते हैं कंपाउंड. गॉट इट? कंपाउंड्स जो है, कंपाउंड्स आर होमोजीनियस. जैसे मैंने बताया कि मिक्सचर्स कैन बी द होमोजीनियस और हेट्रोजीनियस. सो कंपाउंड्स सारे होमोजीनियस होते हैं. दैट मीन्स दे आर यूनिफॉर्म इन प्रपोर्शन एंड ऑल. गॉट इट? द कंपाउंड्स कैन बी ब्रोकन डाउन बाय केमिकल मीन्स. इसको हम ब्रेक कर सकते हैं. Yes, by chemical means and not by physical means. Yeah, physical means by, I can say simple physical means like distillation, है ना? और कौन सा simple physical mean हो जाएगा? Filtration is also very simple mean, physical mean. Yeah, so it cannot be separated or it can not be broken down by distillation or filtration like that. But yes, they can be broken down by chemical means. For example, यदि मैं बात करूँ water, if I take about water again, H2O, am I right? So what is this? This is a compound क्योंकि ये दो एलिमेंट से बना है. कौन से दो एलिमेंट से बना है? हाइड्रोजन और ऑक्सीजन से बना है ना. ये होमोजीनियस है. वाटर इज होमोजीनियस. यू कैन सी, हमको दिखता नहीं है अलग अलग उसमें से. इट इज यूनिफॉर्म देयर. बट वाटर स्टूडेंट्स, जब इस हम इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस करते हैं, यस, सो ऑन इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस वी कैन सेपरेट this hydrogen and oxygen from the water molecule. Yes, electrolysis, what it do? It breaks H2O into hydrogen and oxygen. Am I right? उसको break कर रहा है हाइड्रोजन और ऑक्सीजन में. So this is what, इसी को हम बोलेंगे, that's why the water is a compound there. Okay. Now one more point for the compounds is that the constituents of the compounds lose their identical properties. For example, हम यही वाला example लेंगे, water को ही continue करेंगे. Like as I told you, water is made up of what? Can I say water? If we can, yeah, we can take that only. Now water, if I say water is a colorless, water colorless है. यदि मैं वाटर की प्रॉपर्टी देखूं स्टूडेंट्स, यू लिसन इट केयरफुली. दिस पॉइंट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, दैट द कंस्टिट्यूएंट्स ऑफ कंपाउंड लूज देयर आइडेंटिकल प्रॉपर्टी. इफ आई एम टॉकिंग इट एज अ कंपाउंड, so water is a compound there. Yes, so water is non combustible. उसकी प्रॉपर्टी क्या है? नॉन कंबस्टिबल है ना. That means do not support combustion. Combustion को support नहीं करता है. Can I say that? लेकिन उसके जो constituents है, वो which are the constituents? Hydrogen and oxygen, है ना. Hydrogen and oxygen, which are the constituents of this water molecule. If I say its properties, की प्रॉपर्टी यदि हम देखते हैं तो हाइड्रोजन क्या है? हाइड्रोजन इज अ कंबस्टिबल गैस स्टूडेंट, है ना. एंड इफ आई टॉक अबाउट ऑक्सीजन, ऑक्सीजन कंबशन में सपोर्ट करता है. इट सपोर्ट्स कंबशन. सो दिस मीन्स दैट जो कंपाउंड के कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट है, दे विल लूज देयर आइडेंटिकल प्रॉपर्टीज. अलग अलग हो जाएंगे तो उनकी प्रॉपर्टीज अलग है. हाइड्रोजन एक कंबस्टिबल गैस है, ऑक्सीजन कंबशन को सपोर्ट कर रहा है, लेकिन जब वो मिक्स हो रहा है एंड इट इज फॉर्मिंग अ कंपाउंड, दे लॉस्ट देयर प्रॉपर्टीज एंड नाउ द वाटर मॉलिक्यूल इज नॉन कंबस्टिबल एंड इट विल नॉट सपोर्ट द कंबशन आल्सो, है ना. तो अकेले जब रहते हैं तो वो अपनी प्रॉपर्टी दिखाते हैं, लेकिन जब साथ में मिलके कंपाउंड बना रहे हैं, सो दे हैव टू लूज देयर प्रॉपर्टी एंड दे डू दिस थिंग एंड अ न्यू प्रॉपर्टी कम्स देयर. ओके, सो दिस इज अबाउट द कंपाउंड्स. आई होप दिस इज क्लियर. एंड सिमिलरली स्टूडेंट्स, व्हेन टू और मोर एलिमेंट्स और कंपाउंड्स कंबाइन फिजिकली, उससे क्या बन जाएगा? We can say that mixtures are formed. Yeah, because the next part that we are going to discuss is mixture. ये क्लास के बाद जो दूसरी क्लास होगी वो होगी मिक्सचर्स के बारे में. तो मिक्सचर्स क्या है? जब दो से ज़्यादा एलिमेंट या फिर कंपाउंड फिजिकली कंबाइन होते हैं तो उससे क्या बन जाएगा? मिक्सचर बन जाएगा. ओके, so definitely we are going to discuss that, but I think whatever we have done in today's class, that is understood to you. आपको समझ में आ गया है कि सारे मैटर्स सिर्फ प्योर सब्सटेंस से नहीं बनते. दो प्रकार के मैटर हो जाएंगे, एक प्योर सब्सटेंस, दूसरा है मिक्सचर्स. We have seen about the pure substance today, that they can be the element or the compound. एलिमेंट में हमने पढ़ा मेटल्स, नॉन मेटल्स, मेटेलॉइड्स एंड इनर्ट गैसेस. यस, ऑल्सो द मिक्सचर्स, they can be homogeneous and heterogeneous, but about the mixtures we will discuss in the next class. I hope this all thing is very much clear, so we will stop here students. See you all in the next class. Till then, all of you, thank you for attending the class. keep learning. All the very best for your studies. And yes, if you want a series, all the classes, all the video lectures in a proper sequence for a long period of time, along with the notes, question answer practice, extra questions and all things, you can download our app, that is Arth Academy app. I have shared the link also here. So you can download this app from the Play Store, where you can find the complete course with all the notes and question answers also. Yeah, but if you want to continue here, you can do there is no problem. But yes, यहाँ पर आपको written material it will be not provided, it will be there, it is there in the app. So for that you have to visit there. So you can like, share, as well as subscribe the channel if you like the videos, if you like the lectures. And if you have any doubt also, students, आपको कोई भी doubt है, so you can write it in the comment box. I will definitely try to reply you. Okay, so till then, all of you, bye bye, take care and have a good day. Bye.